group. This is video 4 in my collaboration with Tommi Phillips, who's known as the Goth Crafter online. All of her links will be below. Using the kit Lilac and Lavender Dreams by Kyung Shotwell, which her link is below, to her Etsy store and her YouTube channel. Her Etsy store is known as Wonders by Wink. Okay, so now this is our last video, so we're going to get everything done. I have our book, and for a 6-page book it's gotten really fat, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe I went back and put the lace and the pearls on off camera, and I had to reduce this card down a little bit so the pearls didn't make it stick out, right? So I had to make this one a little bit smaller, the bigger one in the back. The bigger one is now smaller. And then our next page, which is 5. Now on 5, remember I put the lace and the pearls off camera, but I also discovered that this looked blank to me, empty to me, with just the light purple at the top. Sorry. So I put the sentiments on here, and then added as a little up tuck, and then added the ephemera. I put glossy accents on the butterflies, and I put liquid pearls on the corners. I also added a second magnet because of the pearls. This wasn't holding shut, and then I covered it with a piece of ephemera. On this one I did the same thing so that it would match. I put the ephemera on, but it didn't need a magnet. I went ahead and added the cards that we had made into the pockets. Okay, so that's page 5, and I did the lace and the pearls off camera, so you didn't have to watch me do lace and pearls once again. So now we're on page 6, and we'll also have the cover. So now I think I have everything ready for page 6, I hope. And now the covers, I went ahead and put the lace and the pearls on the covers so you wouldn't have to watch me do that. Then I got so worried that I was going to forget the ribbons. I put the ribbons on off camera, and I didn't mean to. So this is how you do it. Here's the covers. Here's the front cover. Here's the back cover. Oh, I haven't put the pearls on yet. I still have to put the pearls on. Okay. And to put the ribbons on, I went ahead and put them on the paper instead of on the book, on the cover. And all I did to do this is I took a piece of ribbon, and I made it as long as I thought I needed it to be. Then I took my scissors and just kind of ran them up until they doubled the length, and then I cut it right there. That way I knew I had 2 pieces of the same length. Then I found the center, and I just glued the ribbon on, and I glued about that much onto the page. Okay, so now the ribbon's going to come out from underneath the paper, which is what we want anyway. And I can't believe I forgot to put the pearls on the back cover, which I'm going to have to do, but I'll do it off camera. I'll put you on pause, and I'll put the pearls on. It was early in the morning, and I really wanted to take a shower. And I was like, all right, I'll put the lace on, and I'll come back and do the pearls, and then I forgot to do the pearls. So on page 6, it's going to be nice and easy for us. We cut and ink our paper, which I've done. Okay, then we're going to make a pocket. We're going to use the same paper. And I wrote on here hidden pocket, but I think that we're going to want to possibly, I don't know, we're going to have to put lace and pearls around the page. I'll do that off camera so you don't have to watch that. These are the cards, and then this is going to be, we're going to have to cut this down to fit in the pocket because it was originally going to be a page. So it's cut for that size. I rounded the corners with my giant new corner chomper thingy that I just got from Wear Memory Keepers. This is great. I'm not trying to sell it to you or anything, but I'm just saying, this is great. This will be the best 20 bucks you ever spent, besides the 35 you spend on your Crocodile Big Bite. Okay, so let's go ahead and get going on this. We'll put our cards to the side. I put glossy accents on the bird and the butterflies. I put glossy accents on her flowers because there were no birds and butterflies on this page. There's no glossy accents on this writing card. I could put it on the lilacs, you know, top and bottom. I'm going to think about that. Okay. We now know that goes on page 6, so I can throw away my 6. Okay, let's set these to the side. So I forgot to put the pearls on. All right, let's get this paper out of here. Our big fat book. Look at this. Just those few pages. It's a good thing we didn't do a bigger book, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to set that over here. So all we're going to do is measure for a pocket. And you know, we could do a hidden pocket because there's going to be lace and pearls around the outside of it. We don't have to put lace and pearls across the pocket. We can make it a hidden pocket. We'll put the pocket on and then see what we think. Okay, so here's our paper. And it's the same size as this because I cut this to be a page as well. So how high up? The difference is that this lighter part from the other side of the page is different than this, but the flowers are the same, and I think we can blend it in pretty well. If we can't, then we'll put lace and pearls across the top of the pocket. So let's just decide how tall pocket we want. It's a pretty tall page, so I think we should make our pocket fairly deep. Let's make sure our cards are going to show. Yeah. Okay. The big one is obviously going to show. So let's do it here. These are all the papers that I have left. Right here. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to make a collage after this project. You'll see a picture of it. Good grief. Oh, these are the things you're going to need to finish up. You're going to need ribbon, pearls, lace, obviously glue. We're going to need ink. We're going to need some sort of thread, a needle, pokey tool, and some styrofoam. So that's what you're going to need to finish. I was going to put lace on the outside of the cover, but then that was going to cover our butterflies and everything, and so I decided to use a pretty color to tie up the book. Okay, so let's do our pocket. Okay, that was my stomach. I don't know if you could hear that or not. So there's our pocket. Okay, now we're going to ink 3 sides. Let's see what it looks like as a hidden pocket. Oh, that's pretty good, isn't it? Should we leave it hidden, or should we put lace and pearls on it? I don't know. To stay with the theme of the book, we're going to have lace and pearls around the outside. Because if we're going to put lace and pearls across here, then we need to ink it. Doesn't look straight. Yeah, it's not. Now it's straight. I don't know how I managed that. I guess we better put lace and pearls on it. And I'll put you on hold and do the pearls and the lace so you don't have to watch me do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to ink it. So that it matches the page. Let's ink it and double check. I really would like to be able to take the card out and have it blend in as a whole page. I think we'll do that. We can always go back and put the lace and the pearls on. Okay, let's glue this on 3 sides. You want to be able to move it around a little bit. Whoops, that made our pocket shorter. The farther up the glue is, the shorter the pocket is. Let's see. No. We need to do lace and pearls across the top. This time I'm going to do the lace in the right direction. On the pockets, on one of the pages, I put the lace facing down. Okay, now I'm going to do the lace around the bottom, the lace across the middle, and the lace around the rest of the page. And then I'll come back and we'll do the card. Well, we could do the card now. Let's do the card now. It's the other half of the song page. Yeah, we're going to have to take some off each side. Let's start here. And here. And then see how it goes. Well, you know what we'll do? We'll cut the curves off. Where I rounded the corners. We'll cut that part off. There we go. Okay. I'm going to have to trim the bottom. Alright, goodbye lilacs. Yep. Alright, let's redo the corners. I always forget how to do this because I'm new. I'm new. But with my hands, do you remember that other corner rounder that I had and how hard it was for me to push the thing? Even though you would think this would be harder because you have to do this motion, it's actually easier. It's got the cushion on the grip. So we're going to ink this. And we're going to ink it front and back. Now, if I was not restricted to 4 videos, I would stencil on the back of every one of these cards. If you make a mistake, then do it all the way around and make it look like you did it on purpose. Okay? So there's that. And then I have these two. This says the level of our success is limited only by our imagination, and no act of kindness, however small, is ever wasted. And that's by Aesop's Fable author. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that's by Maya Angelou. I love her poetry. Okay. So then that'll go in there like that. Okay, so I'm going to put you on hold, and then I am going to do the lace and the pearls, and then we'll put this page in, and then we will I think we should sew the book first, and then do the covers. Or no, do the covers while we can lay the book flat. And then, or, you know, pages 1 and 6 flat, and then we'll glue the covers on, and then we will do the binding. Okay? All right, so I will see you in a few minutes. It'll be a second for you, or actually instantaneous. And then we will finish up our book. Okay? All right, I'll see you then. Okay, so I've got the lace and the pearls on here, and then I realized none of the other pages have lace and pearls all the way around them. I don't know what I was thinking. So we've got the pocket done. I put the cards in, the 3 cards, and I staggered them, and I pulled this one up far enough so that you could read the whole quote. Okay, so now we're going to put it in our book on page 6. Let's take this out. We're going to put this in here. Okay. And that'll be our last page, and then all we have left to do is the covers. And then sew it. Now I'm just going to warn you ahead of time. I'm okay at sewing them. I'm terrible at tying them. I have an issue with my hands. I hate repeating that. It's not an excuse, it's just a statement, because that's why I have difficulty. And it's not a woe is me. Don't worry, I'm fine. Okay. Let's put that's pretty. Oh, look, and it lines right up with that. That's a coincidence. Okay, now we're going to turn this over while we can do it flat. And we're going to put the cover on. Now, I labeled them. So let's get the cover, front cover. And we'll put it on this side. I manipulated this on my computer and added the lilac and lavender on there. It doesn't come that way in the kit. Okay, let's glue this on. And we'll have all these pearls and lace and stuff to try to sew through. That ought to be fun. Like I said, I was going to staple it. It's thin enough in the middle, to tell you the truth, that we probably could. But then I didn't want to use the lace on the edge and cover what we've tried so hard to make everything match all the way through. And so we're just going to do it this way. Make sure your ribbon doesn't get caught. And put your cover on. Now the lace is going to hang out. Let's put it on there. It's kind of hard to see with all that lace. There we go. And push that lace out a little bit far without pushing the page out too far, because that will help cover where some of our pages kind of stick out a little bit. Like I said, you want to make sure you don't see the cover on this side though. Okay. Make sure this is lined up. All right, now let's put the back cover on. Make sure that the ribbon is facing this way. And that's why I wrote top. Now, on half of this, the flowers are right side up, kind of, and the other half they're upside down, no matter which way you put it. So it doesn't matter. And you may have picked completely different papers, so that's cool too. Maybe you didn't want that square in the middle, but you could put ephemera in there. I chose not to. Now on this, you want to be careful. You don't want to catch your lace. So I think I'm going to fold it in half this way and put it on. Make sure we don't get our ribbon caught. I'm going to slide this over definitely. Excuse me. Get it all lined up. It looks like I didn't trim the back cover down. So I'm going to make it as even as I can with the top and the bottom. Okay, let's see what our book looks like. It's pretty. I think it's pretty. I don't normally do pretty. So that's why I really like this. Oh, by the way, we used so many pearls. This is all I had left out of a big roll. I almost ran out. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trying to put off sewing this. Okay. All right, so we're not going to use this. Let's get our... Oh, and then we've got this page, and that opens out. Writing space and an envelope. More writing space. We've got this one that's got 4 cards in it and glossy accents on the butterflies, glossy accents on the lilacs. And then we open this one. We have glossy accents on the butterfly. We have the up tucks. Same on here. On this page, I totally smushed my cards around. Some people take all their ephemera out to sew it. I don't know. Our ephemera is so flat, I don't think it's going to make any difference. And then there's the back cover. You can see how this is going to go. So it's a good thing that we put these ribbons on. It's a good thing we have the lace on. In fact, we could have pushed it out a little more. We're going to have to, there we go. We're going to have to do the pokey tool from the outside, which is going to be interesting. We need to clip the pages. And get my soft clips. So that they're lined up, the centers are lined up. We don't want them to move. I have these clipped onto my lamp. I accidentally hooked up the lace. I mean the ribbon. I mean the thread. All right, so now I looked at these two and I thought, okay, this one is purple, but I thought it was too purple. And so I went with this color right here. Now, I measured out 3 times the length of the book. 1, 2, 3, and then a smidge. Okay, so that's how we're going to do that. You know, I'm very tempted, very, very tempted to use the crocodile and make holes for myself. We'll try it with the pokey tool. And then if it doesn't work, then yeah, this is going to be fun. Okay, you want to go about to the center. Am I on my styrofoam? No. Okay, you want to go about to the center. On the seam where it folds, I mean on the bend. Oh, I almost had it. And you're just going to poke a hole. Okay, it's just 2 pages. We should be fine. You can go about 1 inch down from the top. You have to pull your lace apart so you can see the seam on the fold. poke through. It's not going to be very hard. It's only 2 pieces of paper. I almost felt like it went through something else, but some people actually put the top one, the center one, closer to the top so they remember where the top is. Where's the crease? And I don't see any of them on this side. It looks like they only went through this side because of the pearls. We might have to use an elastic. And put another piece of ribbon up here. Let me try the pokey tool again. There we go. Felt the bottom. Well, I guess that one went through. It wasn't over the styrofoam. Whew, that's a piece of glue. I thought I took a big chunk out of my... Okay. There we go. Okay, now we're going to take and put the cover on our pokey tool before we pokey ourselves with the pokey tool. And take our thread. I'm going to get a needle. These are bigger than your normal needle, obviously. You don't want one too big, but you don't want one too small because you want to be able to get the embroidery thread through. It looks a little big around. I think that's the one I usually use. We'll find out in just a minute, won't we? Okay. I leave a little extra. So you're going to go out from the middle. And then come back in through the top. Make sure you leave some here. Come back in through the top. Pull it tight. I have a feeling we're going to catch some of our lace. Now we have to go back out through the center again, but you don't want to go through your thread that's already there. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to split that piece of thread in half. Okay, Then you want to come in through the bottom. Try to go between that. And you pull that tight. Let's see what it looks like on the outside. Yeah, I went through the lace. I don't think there's any way to help it. So let's pull it tight. Some people twist it around and use the needle to tie. But I try to leave enough that I don't need to. I'm just going to tie a knot right over the center hole. And as you can see, I'm going to have quite a bit extra on the one side. I'm going to tie it one more time. Back the other way. You know, loop it through the other way. Not the best, but we'll have to live with it. I don't mind that little bit hanging down. Let's see if we can. Let's see what that looks like. It's not too bad. It's on top of the lace on both sides. So at least it matches all the way down. I'm wondering, okay, I've pulled the lace out from under it. And pull the lace out from under it here. And then we'll just have that center spot. Yeah, I wish the binding had gone better. I think maybe we should have bound it first and then put the covers on, because that way it wouldn't have got caught in the lace. This one turned out all right. This one turned out all right. We could have fixed it. Okay. And then we'll tie it together. There you go. There's your book. All done and pretty, nice and fat for a 2-piece of paper book. I'm reaching up and putting these away, and I don't even need to. I apologize. I do want to put my needle back in here though. Once you fold it, you don't see the inadequate job I did of sewing. I warned you I wasn't very good at it. It was really hard because of this center. So we really when you do yours with your lace and your pearls, sew the book first and then put the covers on. Okay? I did mine backwards, but it was too late, you know, to do anything about it. So, that's all there is. You're all done. And I'm really proud of you guys. You did a great job. I would love to see photos of the ones that you do in the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. And the link is below the video. The link's at the end of the video. The link is everywhere for you. You'll also be able to download a step-by-step PDF for this project from the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group as well. So I'd like to thank Tommi, the Goth Crafter, for doing this with me. I really had a lot of fun, and I hope that she did too. And hopefully we'll be able to do a collaboration again in the future. This is the end of our video, and that means I will see you in the next video series. That will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.